Morning everybody, just a little brief update on what's going on down the allotment. Lovely sunny day today, a little bit of snowy frost type stuff on the ground. That isn't going to put anybody off. Ground is a little bit hard to dig over and all that kind of stuff, so there's not a lot more I can do today. Main plan was to get it all squared off up by that corner there, run some lines down so I can get everything looking straight. I can't stand wonky lines, as a lot of people that know me will know. Decided to put in an 8x4 bed right up the top, simply because that's where the compost bin was, and I've got an extra foot of space there and I can still get round it perfectly well, so there's absolutely no bother. But this fence here tapers in from that post, so I'm having to cut these all down to 7x4s, which will, when it arrives down to about here, will literally give me about a foot between the end of the bed and the fence, which will be more than enough to get round. Shouldn't be too much of a problem there at all. So the beds they're not actually in at the moment, they're actually just in position so I can get measured up, and obviously the ground itself needs levelling off quite considerably, because it's all uphill and down dale and just all over the show really. But once they're in, I can start bagging them in with compost and getting some fabric around for the paths and everything like that, and they will all be level, I will just say. I can't stand things that are not level. I'm a little bit anal when it comes to things like that, but I suppose they're going to be as level as they can be. And then I'm going to, once they're all in and it's all ready to plant, because I've got a load of plant seeds sown at home ready to go in, and I've got the seeds ready to go into the beds when they're done as well. I'll start on this side of things, which looks really quite bad now, but once all this stuff is ripped out and gone, it's not going to look too bad. I'm going to try and keep the path exactly where it is here, but not have it quite so wide. I don't think it needs to be quite as wide, and I'm going to make these beds probably about 8 feet all the way along up to where that green bin bag is here. It doesn't really need to have the entrance to the plot like it's got, with the big rhubarbs up there, just in a stupid bed. I'm going to square off the path coming in and then just put a nice big square bed there. Might keep the rhubarb, might keep one of them, might not. I would like to get a few wildflowers and just grow a few sweet peas and stuff like that in there, just to make it all nice and smelly and pretty, and then make a start down on this side. But it's going to be slow going really, and then of course we've got all this junk down here which I will decide to do with what I want as and when. I'm not too sure what to do. Mind you, I've got about 8 tyres there, which will come in useful for keeping the fabric down on the beds during winter. I think I've said that before, so forgive me if I have. The intention is possibly to have either move the shed here, get rid of this whole shed, bung it here, a little 6x4, or have a little greenhouse, maybe a 6x5 or something along those lines, which would be quite nice. I can get all kinds of other bits and pieces going in there, because the sun comes all the way over this way, so it gets sun all day long, and once all these bits and pieces are covered, then it shouldn't be a problem. Right, okay, on that bombshell, I'm going home to have a cup of tea, and I'll see you next time. Cheers!